wide receiver in the NFL wants to be a top target, and two players will be trying to be that today. It's Evans' Buccaneers going up against Jones' Falcons. So with that, we'll send you out to the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, home of the Dirty Birds, where we bring in the two men who will call the action. That's Brandon Goddard and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Larry. You are looking live at the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Well, now they'll try the end around. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down after a good gain. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the tight end Luke Stocker was the target. And now it's second down. And now an introduction here to the starting 11 on offense. And one of the good wideouts, of course, is Vincent Jackson.
And when he's on the field, you don't play small ball. You make sure you get it out to that guy and let him go get it.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. The first carry now for Doug Martin. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. So third down, just 1 yard to go. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin, 35 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now, Freeman was limited against the Seahawks in Week 6. 40 yards, 12 carries. Tevin Coleman, he struggled to get going as well.
Tough going always against Seattle because their #1 object, take away the running game. And they did that against Atlanta. But the beauty of those two backs is their versatility. There'll be times when if they don't run it very well, they'll just sneak them out of the backfield and throw it to them. And that can work for big yardage for the Falcons.
He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that'll bring up second down. A glance at the starting unit. Julio Jones, a threat on the outside, of course.
Combines great athleticism, incredible speed, and a whole lot of toughness to be one of the better receivers in the NFL.
On second down, Freeman. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's a love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 49 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Jonathan Babineaux's a defensive tackle, knows how to get upfield and spill plays in the backfield.
On second down, Martin. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
He gets it to Humphreys. A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolved, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going up top. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
So this game's not very far along, and he's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another 1st down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator. What do I do in this situation? It's only the 1st quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way? Because the risk is if I don't, he ends up having a monster game.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is...
There he goes, right side. He's at the 30, 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 78 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 48 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Jameis to throw it. Shorts has got it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
They run the counter with Martin. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adrian Claymore in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away. Winston.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jaquiz Rodgers, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. Aguayo on for the PAT. And his kick is right through. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now Ryan on first down. And it's complete to Jacob Tamme. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First and goal from the 5. They'll run here with Freeman. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's third and short.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Conte. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Again, it's Martin. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Seven yards remain now on third down. They'll come out in the pistol. The first carry here for Jaquiz Rodgers. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Oh, look at this play call. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So it'll be first down here after the run. They go play action here on first down. He's got time. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
Now a run with Martin. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. Off the play fake, Winston finding time. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll let their receiver run it out of the Wildcat. And Tammy with it over the middle. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They'll come out in the pistol. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No. Here comes the flag. Intentional grounding there, Charles. What did you think?
I thought it was on the borderline. I think the quarterback thought he was outside of the pocket, but he was not. The official nailed the call.
And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down. Third and long. It's Ryan. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what?
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Freeman, the lone man, in the backfield. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 41 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Winston with a give to Martin. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing, Winston. Try to lay, and this will be caught at the 30. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 72 yards. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went off past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. And now blitz coming, and down he goes. Robert Ayers in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Now Ryan on second down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Robert Ayers in there to drop him for the second straight play. They may want to block him on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Ryan down around the goal line. Caught out left side by Robinson. He's got daylight. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Their dangerous wide receiver, 95 yards. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Winston now. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Play action now. Winston. He finds Humphries. And he's brought down after a good gain. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. A great run. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide.
And take it in the opposite direction.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They start the drive with Martin. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
They run it again with Martin. Cuts it out to the sideline. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big-time run there by Martin. 49 yards. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. One man in the backfield, that's Martin. They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught at the 2. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Luke Stocker from 21 yards away. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop him from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll be first down Atlanta. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year...
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll give the Falcons a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The play clock's running down. To throw is Ryan. On the screen, this is Coleman. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punching the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And the back goes into motion. A first down throw for Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. On second down, Winston again. They set up the screen to Martin. Room here to run. And he's brought down after a good gain. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
They'll run for it with Martin, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here, as that's taken up close to the 40. And here now come the Falcons. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. He's going to take another shot here. And they went for a big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. Here's Ryan to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Derek Shelby in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but
he's got a man complete. It's a big play. Winston to Evans, and even 40 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. The intended receiver, Lewis Murphy, and it's third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Running for it, here's Martin. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
Thanks, y'all, for watching. As you can see, there's a lot of fuckery, a lot of mistakes.
I mean, what a
Gotta
game to
push
put
it
up
up.
that number
Yo,
of points.
go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, dislike, whatever you want to do. Just make sure you hit one of the motherfucking buttons.
As an offensive
Till then,
coordinator,
holla
you
back
still
at
think you
the
can do
boy.
anything
I'm out.
wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.